Okay, let's say I now want to make some comments about that. So I'll go into the comments and I'll say something like early contact on which tooth was it? Upper right 6 region. Recommend adjustment, for example. Okay, if I save that, if I've done this as a screening or I want to give the patient this to take home as part of their record or as part of a treatment plan or as part of an indication that they may be considering what treatments to have, what I can do is I can save to Microsoft Word and it'll say what do you want to include, and I'm going to include that image that I've got in there, which was actually um, in this particular folder here. So a relative, and this would be your logo. Presumably you would put your logo in here. So in this case I found one which was Mastering T-Scan, which was that one. Okay, but whatever you put in it's going to remember, and then some text that would go under your logo, so it might be the tagline of your practice, something like that, and then the header text, which would be in this case something like for example. And then what do we want to include? Well, from the first movie, what I want to include from that movie there, which is the only one I've got open, is I want to include the 3D. Let's say I want the 2D, watch the graph. I don't want the arch model. I haven't got a second movie open, but if I did, then I would get the choices there. And let's say I want to include occlusion and disclusion time, and I'll also have the force outliner. Yeah, I could take them off and put them on. Okay, and then I click OK. And what that's going to do is it's going to open Microsoft Word. So it builds it all in the background, and then we've got Microsoft Word, general dentistry, suggested treatment plan, patient's details, which are I've entered into the patient. I've got my I've got my comments that I made. I've got the movie. There's the picture that we were looking at. There's the 2D. There's the two graphs as they're separate items. There's the comments that came out of the graph, so the occlusion time and the disclusion the occlusion time range. Then I've got the occlusion time table, disclusion time table, and the outline force table. Okay, so this is just dumped into Microsoft Word. Okay, so it means I don't have to cut and paste. There's no real formatting when it gets to Microsoft Word, so it's kind of a good first step, but still not necessarily perfectly integrated with a Word template. But that's where it goes ahead, and then this is just in Word, and I can move these around and do whatever I want to inside Microsoft Word.